Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about the second day of playing Progress Report. I think we've had a pretty successful day. So we were at 152 encounters yesterday, now at 268, walked 26 kilometers. So I've gone to a park, Mark Eaton Park in Derby, and it was such a good place to it's going to be a place where I'm going to go back to grind, because there was 3 inns and they were all blue, therefore you could get a good amount of energy from them, and you had a fortress as well next to them, so I was able to just constantly use my runes in fortresses and not run out of energy. So that's going to be somewhere that I reckon I'm going to be going to grind my experience, and I've gone to level 15 in the process of that. 191 inns and greenhouses visited, and Wizarding Challenges won 22. Now, if we go to my registry, I made massive progress with my registry. So the whole park was, I believe, a spawn of Care of Magical Creatures, because I saw so many in the pumpkin patch. So we managed to prestige pumpkin patch. It was fairly easy to get the Kneasel, the baby hippogriff, flobberworm. Oh my god, I was so sick of flobberworms by the end of the day because I didn't need them anymore. And we just needed 2 more Monster Book of Monsters, I think, from the last episode. So we got those and prestiged the pumpkin patch. We encountered baby unicorn 4 times, so we got 1 added to that. We found 2 dragon egg encounters as well. Missed out on 1, and got another Thunderbird from the fortresses that we fought. So in Borgin and Berks, we're 1 away from completing this. We have the book Most Evil, Magic Most Evil, and we found 3 outvanishing cabinets. The one that I needed ran away, which is a shame. We made some progress on Nocturne Alley. We found 4 more hags, which are super creepy when they start running towards you. We've made good progress on ranking up some of these as well. So we've got 2 scrolls. So we got, I don't think we found any more with Nocturne Alley, but in Fallen Ministry Atrium, we did get Portrait of Voldemort was yesterday, but we did get Magic is Might statue encounter. So we need another 15 of those. Hogwarts School, I managed to prestige the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom to bronze, and we found enough vanishing cabinets, and I needed a Slytherin student. So they've now gone from 1 to 10, and I think it was 4 for the Boggart cabinet, and to 12 now. Moving Staircase, we encountered, we encountered Mcgonagall, which was emergency threat level, who we can take a picture with if we complete that, but it ran, or it disappeared. We got a few Pomona Sprout. Now Pomona Sprout I saw like 5 times I think today, and just lost 1 on the way back home. Sorting Hat, nothing from the Great Hall, absolutely nothing. So there wasn't a lot of 9 3/4 Legends of Hogwarts registry there. We saw some Lunas, so we got to add to that. Don't think we found anybody else. We saw another Dumbledore encounter. It was so difficult. I'll show you it in a bit later. So we're going to go to some of the footage that I've got from today. But we completed young Ron Weasley. Haven't encountered young Hermione yet. Then we got Ministry of Magic. I think we got... Oh, so we prestiged that yesterday, I think. And we've made some progress with the Ministry Atrium. We found some bog rods, and we found 1 more veil as well. I actually encountered that. So the first one I got as a fragment from a fortress, and this one we actually encountered it. We also got the Fountain of Magical Brethren. Got that from a fortress as well. So fortresses are really good ways of getting some of the rarer, because that's I don't know what level that is actually. So that's severe for the veil, but we got it. It's a lot easier to get them through fortresses. We've got Arthur Weasley, so we've completed him now. We got 1 Mad-Eye Moody, I think. No, they were from yesterday. We got 2 Nymphadora Tonks, who's been attacked by a Dementor, and we saved her. Magizoology now, we Obviously got the Niffler last night. I found one more Murtlaps. We just need one more and then 3 Nifflers. Central Park, I found one more Rumpant. And I think that was it. I think we found the 4 trolls the day before. Oh no, I think we got one more troll. We got another Thunderbird. We encountered a unicorn in the wild, but didn't deal with it. We are 1 away now from completing World Cup grounds. We just need one more Quidditch World Cup, and then we can. We'll be able to take pictures of that as well. Hogwarts Quidditch Cup. We found enough beta bats. We've got a Bludger as well. So we just need Ron, and we need the stand and a few more sticks, a few more snitches. We got 2, I think, Miss 2000s. Mysterious artifacts. We've completed. We found the decoy detonator needed, and we've prestiged that now. In Dumbledore's office, I encountered another Mirror of Erised and got a Sword of Gryffindor from a fortress. So these don't actually say what level they're, like whether they're severe. I imagine it only says that when you first encountered it, probably. We have Dumbledore's memory cabinet, which we got yesterday. Room of Requirement, we found tons of Marauders maps. We kept bumping into that, but nothing else on that. I did find a time turner, but didn't get that either. Wonders of the Wizarding World, we're 1 self-playing harp away from completing that, and we still need a Quibbler. Haven't seen one. Actually, I think we've encountered one, but didn't catch it. We got all the Howlers that we needed today, and wanted posters of Sirius Black. We encountered a Grawp, but didn't catch it. That was a severe threat level. Still not encountered any of the Car of the Night bus. No more additions to this, I don't think, in the Wizarding World. And oddities, I've seen my first. We were unsure about what this would be, but it's a leprechaun on the new oddities page. So I encountered one of them. That was just outside my house, actually. We're still yet to find the. Can't remember what that is. So we've got the Urkling. We found a few of them actually today. No more horned serpents. No more. Oh, we found one horned serpent egg though. We did deal with that. Doxy? Is that a Doxy? I think it's a Doxy actually. Yeah. So oddities, I'd need to go out on a night session, I reckon, to start working on that. In terms of challenges, we've made some really good progress because I've been battling in a lot of fortresses. We actually prestige books level 2, books level 3. We got 4 towards that. These other challenges, these seem a lot harder to complete. I haven't encountered any of these at all. Not one. Although, that's not a lie, wand. Right. So, look at these wands. They are 120 out of... You have to get 120 fragments to complete them. 150 for this wand. Dumbledore's army. 150 wands. So these are going to be... I don't know how we're going to complete these. They probably come with some of the higher fortress levels, I reckon. And maybe you get more rewards. I know how I got one of these. So we'll get into that in a minute. Next, mysteries. So I haven't fully clicked on these, but we managed to complete Grimfawley Motives Ministry Memos. So we've got a memo from Grimfawley addressed to Harry Potter. I've never asked for anything of you before, but this is Penelope. If you aren't willing to bend the rules for yourself, then do it for her. Harry, I am begging you. She's out there, I know it. Please. So this is when the London Fire went missing. Penelope was one of them. Harry Potter started an investigation into this, but the investigation ended because they couldn't find out where she was. Grim started as a searcher. That's where he met Penelope. He was quiet, but he had a wicked sense of humour. When she went missing, he changed. I think a piece of him broke. In this letter, he is asking me to break ministry protocol, to break the law. I wasn't willing to do that. Okay. So we've got all the individual things, which we're going to go through in a... I'm going to go through all those different dialogues in chapter 1 so we can piece them all together, because it's a bit difficult to kind of follow the storyline whilst you're getting them random bits. I think Just a little bit. Explorations. There's still one that I haven't pressed on here. Saying I still have one. Alright, the wanted poster. Right, and I think that's everything. Obviously that event we didn't get to take part in. No additions to chapter 2, no additions to chapter 3. Right, so that's the progress we've made. Professions, starting to get better at that. I think I took down a level 5 fortress on my own. Porkies, we've got a ton ready. I'm not sure I can actually do these whilst connected. I don't think it's long enough. It's not long enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to piece all together all my Porky openings. But we can look at a few of them right now. So if we go into my gallery. So this is my Dumbledore Encounter, where I just cannot trace Incendio. I find it the hardest one to do for some reason. Aquamente, that one I'm fine. Like I can masterful that loads. So this is what it looked like. It was red beam coming out of it, which means you know. So you can leave it, and even if you've cast a potion, by the way, you can go back to something and you can check it out. So yeah, we'll just look at through some of the highlights of the day that I've taken. Obviously I wanted to make sure that I got my brain elixir on as well, because it would have been the first time I find a fragment, so I wanted that bonus. And it was just so hard. It was just as hard as it was yesterday. So he's being attacked by what looks like an inferi. I think they're called inferis. Does it say what he is? I may have missed it. So I'm pulling greats, and at this point I don't have many potions. So I'm really starting to like learn how important it is to have a good stock of potions always, just in case you have something, you have an encounter like this. So you have to keep bringing it down. And also obviously you're going to require a lot more spell energy, because I think we've got like 15 casts in. So we'll fast forward it, and so we're probably about 15 casts in at this point and still haven't got it. Maybe that's the end, maybe 10. So I think it was 15 in total, because I kept using these potions. It's annoying if you use a potion and then it disappears, because yeah, that's a bit of a waste. No. So I did miss out on those 4 tries. That's where I think the Dawdle draft is better to use, because it'll make it less likely to flee. So on top of that, one of the best things the first thing I've done for today, which I've never done before, so that was me getting my final book of monsters. That was, as I said before, we prestiged the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom today. I think this is just relating to challenges, but there's one thing I want to show you guys. And it's a 10k Porky. There we go. So this is my first 10k Porky that I've had. So just so you know, Porkies, when you pick them up, you can't tell what it is before you pick it up. I checked on that. But what you can do is you can hold 10k's back. So I'm thinking at some point I'm going to hold 10k's back and just not start unlocking them yet. And then, you know, get them all in one go and do tons in a row. So if we go back to earlier on in the day, actually I'm just going to cut this and go back to earlier on in the day. I think I took a snapshot of it, but it might have been here. I've done some 5k's and 2k's, and on one of them, hopefully it's within this one, is it that one? I got a ridiculous amount of experience. It's this one, XP. Is it this one? Might be this 300 times bonus on the 3. Yeah, so in total for one Porky, which must have been a 5k, 450 plus 450. Was that my total? It may have been that actually it was on. No, that wasn't even my best one. So if we go into this one, this Porky that I did, no, that was nothing. This one. Next one. Yeah, here we go. Right, so obviously you get a times bonus when you click the same thing. So I got a 3 times bonus on the 300, and I got a 2 times bonus on, I think, higher. So yeah, here's where I got a veil fragment, and altogether I think it added up to 1,500, 950. No, I don't think this one's it. No, this was it. 1,900 XP. So going into my 10k, I was thinking, well, that's what I can come to expect, right? Huge XP. So pull up into Ollivanders. We're like, oh, he's not in. Oh, he's got some rack spurts. We'll just help him deal with these. And 1 unicorn hair, not that great. XP 100, okay, good start. Plus 25, which is actually quite good thinking back now. 25 is a good amount of points for your family. Then we got a 10 with the 2 times, so 20 more added onto that. But we're still not finding XP. And then we found an XP for 200. So I thought you might find like 1,000. Maybe it's just a bad one. But the one thing we did get is, if you just saw it there at the top, is Hermione Granger's wand. So this is the first wand fragment of 150. So in my mind, I'm thinking, whoa, how are we meant to get 120? I can only assume that you can get more in fortresses, and that we will, because I'm just thinking about the prestige. Is the next prestige going to be collect 450 ones, or can you even prestige those? I'm not 100% sure. And I thought unicorn hair might be rare, but I've already got 9. I'm not finding ingredients rare at all. I think they're not, the potions, seeds, ingredients is not balanced at all. There was times where I went to the greenhouse, put in my seeds, and they were like, come back in an hour and you'll get some snowdrops. Walked like 5 meters, there's 3 snowdrops on the ground. I don't really need them anymore. So I'm not really too keen on the greenhouses at the moment. They don't seem to be. There might be some other ingredients that haven't grown yet that may be rarer, but for some of those more common ones, there's no point. You'll just find them in the wild anyway. They're common enough to find. But as you can see there, yeah, huge amounts needed, and I'm hoping that they don't need prestiging. But I think that's everything for today. Just some of the highlights was this the first time I encountered. So this was Mcgonagall, the Mcgonagall Encounter. So another severe threat level. She transfigures, so Animagus into an Animagus form, and there's a Stone Knight. And I dealt with this one, right? Because I found her. Did I? I can't remember now. We'll find out. Hit him with a Masterful. See, that seems more complex to me than Incendio, yet I Masterful that. Disappeared. How depressing. I didn't catch any of my severe encounters today. I'm guessing, now once I hit level 15, it did hit me with this. It said, you've reached a milestone of magical mastery. Confoundables will now be easier to overcome. So remember those severe threat level encounters, whilst at the start you might not be able to take them down, because at lower levels you're going to have a lot lower odds. So going into, you know, the higher levels, I imagine you're going to be more able to deal with some of those confoundables, the higher threats. So I think that's everything for this catch up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the daily progress. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys are doing as well, because it'd be good to see how you guys are doing in terms of leveling. Any good encounters? Have you got some things that I haven't? And any tips on areas where you've gone to get those encounters, because currently I've only done a city and a park, and I know that there are, you know, areas where there are more frequently. So let me know in the comment section below. Apart from that, that's been all for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That is all from me. See you guys soon.